Yo, this is literally my third time trying to shoot this video. Let's just hope this one does right, finally. Yo, what's going on YouTube? Technically T. I know, I have been away from the camera, and I'm late to this video, man, but it's been a lot going on. Your boy has been busy. I was out of town, and the time just ran up, but I did not forget about y'all. Trust me, man. I had to, we got to get into it. We got to get into the Samsung Galaxy S10e, and what I think about it after using it for a little over a week now. Now, you already know this is going to be a discussion video, man. You're not really getting none of that cinematic B-roll. This is just me talking to you, just as if you were this cameraman and you want to know about the S10e. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if you haven't been following the channel, I do have the Prism Black. I have the Prism Black S10e upgraded version, 256 gigs of storage with those 8 gigs of RAM. Now, you already know we got to go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room, and that is going to be how the phone fit in hand. Now, I know a bunch of you have been asking me, definitely number one question I get asked all the time, even for people who don't follow me on YouTube who know I have the phone: how does that 5.8 inch screen feel in your hand? And honestly, I'm gonna say it's fine. It's fine to me, and here's why. So I can go out on the record and say, oh, a 5.8 screen is too small for this 10e, but if you want to backtrack to a few years ago, we were using iPhone 10s that were 5.8 inches, and we adapted just fine. There's the same people out there saying that a 10e screen is too small, but when you had the iPhone, that 5.8 inch screen was perfectly fine. So which one is it? But to me, yes, it was a big adjustment, because I'm not gonna lie, man, those first few days, I was going through it to get this keyboard to work. Like, coming from a 10s Max, coming from the Note 9, and doing heavy typing on that. And you gotta think, man, I probably answer more emails on my phone than I do my actual Mac. It was a little challenge when it first came out, man, but usually after a few days, your muscle memory kicks in combination with Google Board, that Gboard, everything works just fine. I can type just as fast on this 5.8 inch just as much as I can do my 6.4, 6.5 inch devices. So the screen, yes, I mean, the whole size, yes, it's a little small. I have big hands, but it is doable. And if you had to use it on a day-to-day basis, man, I'm pretty sure you have no problem with it. Now, since we're talking about size, man, let's go ahead and talk about that display quality. Now, that's another question everybody kind of leery about, because when you think of Samsung phones, you automatically think about that Quad HD, that beautiful Quad HD, the best display when it comes to a smartphone. Of course, that's what you put 2 and 2 together, Samsung's good displays, and the S10e does not fall short. Now, yes, it is not as sharp, of course, as your Quad HD. Now, I know a lot of people are comparing this phone with the iPhone XR. You kind of heard my thoughts already about that. You know, I'm really not with that comparison, but I can do a little quick comparison when it comes to the screen. So now, when I was using that iPhone XR, I found myself wanting a little more sharpness, a little more color, a little more something when it came to that display when watching YouTube, Netflix, whatever it may be. Now, using this S10e, I really haven't found myself wanting that extra pixels, wanting that extra vibrance. I mean, I got the screen mode set to vivid. This phone is completely sharp enough for me. I'm not really sure what else you expect when it comes to a smartphone. No, you can't watch YouTube videos in 1440p. Of course, the max is 1080, but it still looks good. I haven't found myself wanting for more when it comes to the 10e display. So I think the 10e display is just fine, man. Definitely get it in your hands. Don't judge it before, just don't shut it down and you haven't even used it, man. Definitely go take a look at it, because I feel like with the PPI crunched up in this 5.8 inch screen, the screen is more than clear enough for most of us out there. Next, battery life. Now, I do hate talking about battery life, man, because usage, we know, can vary from person to person, man. But what I found out, I've already experienced both sides of the spectrum. So you have your one side to where you're heavy on social media. You're doing your Facebooks, your Snapchats, your Insta Snaps, your whatever DM you want to do. You are doing that hardcore. You're answering emails, you're sending text messages, you're on phone calls, everything like that. If you go hardcore beast mode on the 10e, I have found that it does not last the entire day. Especially, I've already experienced this, man. If you go hardcore with this phone, I feel like you'll be reaching for a wireless charger. You'll be reaching for that cord around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. to go ahead and charge it up to give you enough juice to last through the day. But if you are your average user, if you're not really doing that powerhouse using of your phone, you're sending a few text messages, you might be laughing, liking a picture on Facebook. If you are doing those type things, man, you can easily make it throughout the day. I've been able to get 5 hours of screen on time when it comes to this 10e, so I mean, it's straight. I really can't say anything bad about it. I feel like it does what it needs to do with the capacity that it has. Yes, you can get through the day. No, it's not gonna last if you go super hardcore. So take it with a grain of salt, man. Of course, everybody's usage is different. Now, next up, talking about that fingerprint scanner, we got to go ahead and talk about it because no, it's not the ultrasonic in-screen fingerprint scanner, but honestly, I'm glad it's not because I've been seeing all types of issues going on Twitter and everybody talking about the fingerprint scanner that's not working as they should. Now, I know Samsung has came out with a software update where I think it works a little bit better. It is what it is, but anyway, that's not what we have here, man. We have a capacitive touch fingerprint button and it just works just fine. I mean, as long as you cover your finger across the whole sensor, it's not really gonna have an issue. Now, one thing I gotta say is you might wanna register more than just your dominant hand. So I'm right-handed. Of course, I have my thumb registered, but if I do pick up the phone with my left hand, I have this finger registered as well. And I think I got, I don't know, I got all types of orientations registered when it comes to this fingerprint scanner. But all I can tell you is, you make sure your finger covers that entire sensor, then you will have yourself an unlocked phone. And if it doesn't, the biometric features I have found on the S10 has been amazing. Now I know all the videos saying that the biometrics can be tricked with a picture. Look, I don't care about that. I don't have anybody trying to put a picture of me up to my phone to unlock. I don't really have that going on, so therefore, I don't really care about that. It is what it is. But fingerprint scanner all in all works just fine, plenty fast. Does it get better over time? I can't really tell. It's been kind of working fine ever since I've had it, man. So fingerprint scanner, absolutely fine. Now next up, we're gonna talk about the camera. Now I don't wanna dive too much into the camera because actually I have a camera rig, which I'm excited to get. It's coming in Monday, and that's gonna allow us to mount 2 phones and go ahead and get in some get into some camera comparisons. So stay tuned to that. But my quick impressions of the camera, of course, when you're in full daylight, the camera takes beautiful pictures. I'm not really a fan of the telephoto lens, so I don't care that it doesn't have that extra lens. The wide angle does look very good. I've taken a few little snaps here and there. Nothing to really post up, but they do look good. We're gonna get into all of that, man. But where I was disappointed when it came to the Samsung screen was the video quality on the front camera. I just felt like some pictures, it seemed like, or some videos, it seemed kind of washed out. Maybe my opinion. Of course, we're gonna test that, and if I'm wrong, I'll let you know. But another thing is, in low light, I was a little disappointed in the low light performance of the S10 camera. But all that, we'll get into that. We will save that for a dedicated camera comparison video against the Note 9, S9 Plus, iPhone XS Max. Whatever you want that, man, it'll be a dedicated video coming early next week with that. So yeah, S10e, the question, the title of the video, man, do I regret going out and buying the S10e? I'm not gonna lie, man, the past few days I found myself hovering over the Best Buy that's across the street, and they had one S10 unlocked, regular S10, not the Plus. They had an unlocked version and I was gonna buy it, but I had to stay loyal to y'all, man, because I said I was gonna go ahead and bring this footage of the S10e. I wanted to try something a little different and not go with the norm. The norm, I feel like, is still the S10 Plus. The S10 is kind of getting skipped over. Me personally, I feel like that is the best median. What is going to be the best selling device? The 10e might be a good runner up, man, because it is one of the only devices that actually feels like a different device. If you get the 10, and the 10 Plus, it kind of feels similar to an older device. So this is the only thing that feels a little bit different. You don't have the curved screens, everything is just fine. So let me know what you think, man. If you have an S10e, definitely comment down below. Let me know how you liking yours. If there's a video that you want to see me do on the S10e, let me know. I get tons of video ideas from y'all, man. So let me know down below what y'all want to see. And I'm gonna catch you next time, man. Definitely like, comment, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned to the channel for future S10e coverage. I have tons of cases literally to the right of me over here that I'm about to cut this camera off and get into, man. But technically, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Later.